Good morning. I know all of you are interested in reading. You have a list of favorite authors, a list of favorite books. That list contains memoirs, short stories, poems, novels, autobiographies, and travelogues. Maybe you are interested in writing also. Today we are going to talk about a very famous writer, Madhavikutty. There is no need to give an introduction about Madhavikutty because all of you are very familiar with Madhavikutty. Anyway, let us go through Madhavikutty's life, family, works in detail. Are you ready? Kamala Das, Malayalam pen name Madhavikutty, Muslim name Kamala Suraya, was born on March 31st, 1934 in the renowned Nalapat family and breathed her last in Pune, Maharashtra on May 31st, 2009 at the age of 75. Kamala Das was her official name. Madhavikutty was her Malayalam pen name. When she converted into Muslim, she accepted the name Kamala Suraya. Kamala Das was born on March 31st in 1934 in a renowned Nalapat family. She passed away from this world in Pune, Maharashtra on May 31st, 2009 when she was 75 years old. Before getting to know about her literary achievements, let us see her childhood education and family. Are you interested to know the details about her family life, how she spent her childhood, about her education? Let us go through it. Kamala Das was born into a high status family. Then I want to speak about her parents. Born to V.M. Nair, the managing editor of Malayalam newspaper Mathrubhumi, an automobile company executive and a journalist, and the renowned Malayalam poet Nalapat Balamani Amma. Her father was V.M. Nair. He was the managing editor of Malayalam newspaper Mathrubhumi, an automobile company executive and also a journalist. Her mother was a very famous Malayalam poet Nalapat Balamani Amma. She was born into a literary family. Her mother Balamani Amma was a well-known Malayalam poet and her great uncle Nalapat Narayana Menon was a writer and a translator. Kamala Das was highly influenced by her great uncle Nalapat Narayana Menon. Then I want to speak about her education. Das was homeschooled and most of her education came through extensive reading. She proved that she is a member of literary family. She started to read the books when she was a child. Kamala started writing at a tender age. She did show the writing talent from her tender age. She is not only read the books but also write the books. Then we are going to speak about her childhood. Her childhood was divided between Punnayur Kulam, her ancestral village in Kerala, in the southwest, and the northeastern city of Calcutta, where her parents lived. We can see that about her childhood, she was shifted from Punnayurkulam to Calcutta. Punnayurkulam is very near to us. I think all of you are very familiar with Punnayurkulam. She spent her childhood partially in her ancestral home with her grandmother, partially in Calcutta, because her parents lived there. Her father was working there. Having grown up in an environment rich with language and culture, Kamala began writing when she was young. Disillusioned and miserable with school and feeling distant from her family, Kamala explored writing full time instead. So we can see that Kamala Das was growing up in an environment rich with language and culture. She got the opportunity to speak and use English language well when she was in Calcutta. She was blessed to grow up in an environment rich with language and culture. At the same time, she was disappointed and miserable with school, and she felt she is distant from her family. She felt that she was alone. Her parents were very busy in their own world, so they didn't get the time to spend with Kamala Das. That's why she always missed her grandmother. That's why Kamala got enough time to read a lot of books. In 1949, when she was 15, she married Madhava Das, a banking executive many years her senior, and they moved to Bombay. Having forced to leave at a time when orthodoxy and conservatism was the way of life, Kamala did not have much choice other than to agree to marry at the age of 15. We can see that Kamala Das, when she was just 15-year-old, she was forced to marry Madhava Das. Madhava Das was a banking executive. He was many years her senior. After their marriage, they moved to Mumbai. Actually, she was forced to marry at the age of 15. She didn't have her own choice. That's why she agreed to marry at the age of 15. Mercifully, her husband was very liberal when it came to his spouse's literary flair and encouraged young Kamala to write both in Malayalam and English. Even she married at the age of 15, her husband Madhava Das, he recognized and encouraged the talent of Kamala Das. That's why he encouraged Kamala Das to write both in English and Malayalam. We are going to speak about her life and writings in detail. A brief history of Kamala Das' life will tell you that she was a woman always looking to change herself. Actually, we are saying that it's very difficult to change ourselves. But in the case of Kamala Das, she was always looking to change herself. Throughout her life, we can see that she is changing herself. Kamala Das is an Indian author who wrote openly and frankly about a female sexual desire and the experience of being an Indian woman. Das was a part of generation of Indian writers whose work centered on personal rather than colonial experiences, and her short stories, poetry, memoirs and essays brought her respect and notoriety in equal measures. We already identified when she was a child, she started to read and write. Kamala Das was very bold woman. That's why she started to write openly and frankly about female sexual desires and also the experiences of being an Indian woman. She was ready to share her own experiences and also the other women who live in that patriarchal society. When we go through her short stories, poetry, memoirs, essays, whatever it is, we can easily prove that she wrote openly and frankly. She was very honest and genuine in her writing. That's why all these works brought her respect and notoriety in equal measures. After reading her books, people started to respect her. At the same time, people were ready to criticize her very badly about her writing. So, I told you, her works brought her respect and notoriety. People also started to blame her by her writing style because she wrote openly and frankly about female sexual desires and the experiences of being an Indian woman. Kamala Das wrote both in English and under the pen name Madhavikutty in the Malayalam language of southern India. She wrote in two languages at the same time, Malayalam and English. In Malayalam, she wrote under the pen name Madhavikutty. We can see that she wrote poetry in English. She also wrote an autobiography in English. As a poet, Kamala Das merits a place among the best women poets of the 20th century. I told you, she wrote mostly poetry in English language. So, we can see that as a poet, Kamala Das merits a place among the best women poets of the 20th century. She proved her talent. She belongs in a literary family. Kamala lived in multitudes. She spoke and wrote across languages. When she was 15, she married Madhava Das. This early lesson in dislocation may have inspired many of her literary themes. The vulnerable child, woman trying to create meaning in an inconstant world, nostalgia for a serene, rural past, the unfair privileges of caste and wealth, and the contradictions of motherhood. I already told you, as a woman, she was ready to change herself. She started to write both in English and Malayalam. We already understood when she was just 15, she married Madhava Das. So, this early lesson in dislocation may have inspired of her literary themes. She has a lot of experiences throughout her life. It was easy for her to connect her experiences with other women in India. She was a keen observer. She was interested to know the life of others who lived around her. That's why it is easy for her to speak about the inconstant world, nostalgia for a serene, rural past, the unfair privileges of caste and wealth, and also the contradictions of motherhood. I already told you, she didn't get the care and affection from her parents because they were very busy. That's why Kamala always missed the presence of her parents. She married at the age of 15. After 1 year, she became a mother. So, she was not at all mentally and physically prepared to take the responsibility of a wife and a mother at her tender age. Even she wanted to get the care and affection from her parents. At that age, she became a mother. So, she is the right person to speak about the contradictions of motherhood. That's why she wrote all her experiences throughout her life very openly and frankly in her works. That's why people started to criticize her very badly, but she didn't stop her writing. During the 16th was undergoing a time of confusion, especially for arts. That was the time when the young Kamala began writing anthologies in English and eventually became a cult figure among the group of Indian English poets. Although Kamala Das has written novels, poems, narratives, features and other forms of writing in Malayalam and in English, she had clear preference for writing poems in English and she has 6 published poetry collections to her credit. We can say that during the 16th, it was undergoing a time of confusion, especially for arts. That period actually Kamala Das started to write. She started to write poems in English. So she became a cult figure among the group of Indian English poets. So people started to admire and recognize her as an Indian English poet. At the same time, Kamala Das has also written novels, poems, narratives, features and also other forms of writing in English and Malayalam. In the Malayalam literary world, Kamala is more known for her short stories, which she wrote under the pseudonym Madhavikutty. I already told you her pen name was Madhavikutty. Madhavikutty was more known for her short stories in Malayalam. Maybe you have read a lot of her Malayalam short stories, Neermadalam Poothagalam, Neipaisam, like that, lot of sweet Malayalam short stories. Kamala was also a syndicated columnist and her columns were immensely popular, ranging from women's issues to parenting, child care, social issues, politics and more. At the same time, she also proved her ability as a syndicated columnist. Her columns were immensely popular. She already wrote about parenting, child care, social issues and also politics. While still in her teens, she started writing and publishing. Along with the other poets of her generation, Das was at the forefront of a new movement in Indian English poetry. A shift in focus from the colonial experience to the personal. Through her poetry, she started to change the style. That period actually, the writers focus on the colonial experience. But Kamala Das started to write about her personal experiences rather than colonial experience. Kamala Das' first work on poetry was Summer in Calcutta, was received well by the readers, for it gave a whiff of fresh air in Indian English poetry. Her poems were themed mostly of love, betrayal of love, and the resultant anguish. She started to speak about the sexuality, and she gave advice to women through her poems. I want to speak about her autobiography. My story in English, Ente Kada in Malayalam. Through this very famous book, she revealed the complexities of marital life, childhood, sex, love, and desire. When she established herself as a poet in the Indian literary horizon at the age of 42, Kamala made a splash by publishing an explosive autobiography titled My Story, written in Malayalam with the title Ente Kada. Kamala later translated the same into English. She took the courage to publish her autobiography at the age of 42. At first, she wrote this autobiography in Malayalam as Ente Kada. After that, she translated it into English as My Story. The book sent shock waves and later in her life. Kamala said that all the elements that was there in the book were not true and many of it were figment of her imagination. When she published her autobiography Ente Kada in Malayalam, many critics started to blame her. Finally, she stated that all the elements that was there in the book were not true. Many of it were figment of her imagination. Kamala was among the first women in India to speak frankly about sex and negatively of marriages in a deeply conservative society. That's why many of them started to criticize her. In My Story, she recounted the trails of her marriage and her painful self-awakening as a woman and writer. She became an icon for women in India and elsewhere, struggling to liberate themselves from sexual and domestic oppression. In Malayalam, she wrote many short stories. Kamala's outstanding stories include Nei Payasam, Pakshiyude Manam, Tanuppu, and Chandana Marangal. After the few novels she had written, Neermadalam Pootakalam is all-time popular one. Maybe many of you have read her novel Neermadalam Pootakalam. Then I want to speak about her religious conversion. Although born in a conservative Hindu royal family of Nalapata, later after her husband's death and when the children too were grown, Kamala had change of mind and converted to Islam on December 11, 1999 when she was 65. Kamala Das changed her name to Kamala Suraya. When she died, Kamala's body was interred at the mosque itself as a mark of respect to the literary luminary. On February 1, 2018, Google Doodle by artist Manjit Thapar, celebrating the work she left behind, provided a window into the world of an engrossing woman. So we can see that when she was just 65-year-old, on December 11, 1999, she converted to Islam. She accepted the name Kamala Suraya. When she died, Kamala's body was buried at the mosque itself. Last but not the least, a biopic. Biopic means biographical film on Kamala Das titled Army, directed by Kamal. Have you seen the movie Army? If you haven't seen yet, I will recommend definitely you should watch the movie as a literature student. Her works: English novel Alphabet of Lust, it was published in 1976. Autobiography My Story, it was published in 1976. Short stories A Doll for the Child Prostitute, it was published in 1977. Padmavati the Herald and Other Stories, published in 1992. Poetry The Sirens, published in 1964. Summer in Calcutta, 1965. The Descendants, 1967. The Old Playhouse and Other Poems, 1973. The Stranger Time, 1977. Tonight the Savage Right, 1979. Collected Poems, 1984. The Annamalai Poems, 1985. Only the Soul Knows How to Sing, 1997. My Mother at 66, 1999. Ya Allah, 2001. About Malayalam works, Pakshiyude Manam, it is short story published in 1964. Narichirugal Parakkumbol, it's also short story published in 1966. Tanuppa, it's a short story published in 1968. Ende Katha, Malayalam autobiography published in 1982. Balyakala Smaranagal, Childhood Memoirs, published in 1987. Varshangalkku Munbu, it's a novel published in 1989. Palayan, published in 1990, it's a novel. Neipayasam, short story published in 1991. Diary Kurippugal, it was a novel published in 1992. Nirmadala Pootha Kalam, it's a novel published in 1994. Kadal Mayuram, it's a short novel published in 1996. Rohini, it's a short novel published in 1996. Ratriyude Padavinyasam, it's a short novel published in 1996. Aattukattil, it's a short novel published in 1996. Chekerunna Pakshigal, so it's a short story published in 1996. Nashtapetta Neelambari, it's a short story published in 1998. Chandana Marangal, it's a novel published in 2005. Madhavikuttiude Unma Kadagal, it's a short story published in 2005. Vandi Kalagal, it's a novel published in 2005. These are her very famous works. Kamala Das, who has died aged 75, was a renowned Indian poet, novelist, short story writer, essayist and memoirist. I hope all of you got an opportunity to go through her family, her personal life, works in detail. Definitely we can add more details about Madhavikutty, but in the limited time it's very difficult to add more details. So all of you go through her very famous works. I wish you a happy reading. Thank you.